Hey Steelers Nation, we're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The rumor mill is spinning faster than ever in the NFL world as reports surface that Huntley, the former Dolphins quarterback, has officially signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers, sending shockwaves through the league and leaving fans and analysts scrambling to digest what this could mean for both franchises. Huntley, who had a roller coaster tenure in Miami, often criticized for inconsistency yet praised for flashes of brilliance, now finds himself in Pittsburgh, a city with a deep-rooted football culture, an iconic stadium, and a fan base known for its high expectations and unwavering loyalty. The Steelers, a team always seeking to balance experienced leadership with raw talent, might have seen in Huntley not only a potential starter, but also a quarterback capable of injecting energy and unpredictability into an offense that has struggled to find rhythm over recent seasons. While no official statement from team management have fully clarified the role Huntley is expected to play, insiders suggest that this could be a strategic move aiming to revitalize offensive schemes and create new matchups that challenge opposing defenses. The timing of this signing, coming just after the preseason roster shakeups, suggests that Pittsburgh is making calculated bets on talent with untapped potential. Huntley's signing is more than a transaction. It's a story waiting to unfold, with consequences that could ripple across the entire AFC North Division and beyond. Fans and commentators alike have already begun dissecting Huntley's past performances, highlighting games where his arm's strength and mobility dazzled, juxtaposed with moments of hesitation under pressure that have left critics questioning his consistency. The Dolphins' decision to let him go, whether influenced by coaching changes, salary cap considerations, or the emergence of younger quarterbacks, now looks like a pivotal moment, a fork in the road that could redefine Huntley's career trajectory. Analysts are speculating about how his style of play might mesh with Pittsburgh's offensive line, known for its toughness but sometimes criticized for susceptibility to agile pass rushers. The Steelers' receiving core, a mix of seasoned veterans and up-and-coming talent, could find new opportunities in a quarterback who thrives on improvisation and quick decision-making. Meanwhile, defensive coordinators across the league are already revising their game plans, considering how to contain a player who can extend plays and deliver unexpected passes under pressure. Rumors suggest that behind the scenes, coaching staff are preparing specialized packages tailored to Huntley's strengths, blending traditional schemes with more experimental concepts to maximize his impact. Every practice, every scrimmage, every preseason evaluation will now carry extra weight, as the league watches to see if Huntley can translate potential into consistent performance. Speculation about Huntley's contract details has also fueled the buzz, with sources hinting at incentives tied to performance metrics, such as passing yards, touchdowns, and even team wins, a structure designed to motivate him while limiting financial risk for the organization. This approach reflects a broader trend in the NFL, where teams increasingly seek flexible contracts that reward performance without compromising long-term stability, especially for quarterbacks who carry both high potential and inherent unpredictability. While the exact figures remain undisclosed, insiders suggest that the deal balances opportunity and accountability, signaling Pittsburgh's belief in Huntley's upside while maintaining a safety net in case expectations are not immediately met. Social media reactions have been equally intense, with Steelers fans expressing cautious optimism, imagining highlight reel throws and dramatic comeback victories, while rival fans mock the signing, betting it could turn into another short-lived experiment. Sports analysts are already drawing comparisons to past quarterback moves that shook franchises, noting that sometimes a fresh start in a new city can awaken a player's latent abilities, transforming a career once deemed inconsistent into one marked by heroics and resilience. The narrative surrounding Huntley's move to Pittsburgh has quickly taken on a life of its own, evolving from a simple transaction into a storyline loaded with suspense, expectations, and intrigue that will dominate conversations in the weeks to come. Insider sources suggest that Huntley's adjustment period in Pittsburgh will be closely monitored, with coaches emphasizing chemistry with key teammates, particularly the offensive line and wide receivers. The Steelers' offensive coordinator, known for his adaptive strategies, is rumored to be crafting innovative game plans that leverage Huntley's agility, arm strength, and ability to read defenses, potentially reshaping the team's identity on the field. Critics remain skeptical, pointing out that transitions between teams, especially under high-pressure environments like Pittsburgh, can expose weaknesses and amplify mistakes, particularly for quarterbacks with a history of uneven performances. Nevertheless, the coaching staff's confidence in Huntley seems unwavering, suggesting that internal evaluations have revealed qualities not fully appreciated during his tenure with Miami. Training sessions are expected to be intense, with a focus on timing, decision-making, and developing trust between Huntley and his targets, all crucial for translating raw skill into consistent execution during games. Rumors hint at special mentorship programs, pairing Huntley with veteran players who can provide guidance both on and off the field, helping him navigate the rigors of a new system and the expectations of a passionate fan base. The coming weeks could be defining for Huntley, potentially turning whispers and speculation into tangible results, or, conversely, intensifying doubts about the wisdom of this signing. Beyond the technical aspects of football, Huntley's move to Pittsburgh also carries a cultural dimension, as players often need to acclimate to the identity and ethos of their new team. The Steelers, steeped in tradition, emphasize discipline, resilience, and a blue-collar mentality that has been the backbone of the franchise for decades. For Huntley, embracing this culture could be as critical as mastering playbooks or improving mechanics, as fans and teammates alike expect a player to embody the city's values both on and off the field. Rumors indicate that Huntley has already begun informal meetings with community representatives and former Steelers legends, perhaps an effort to integrate into the city and gain insight into the intangible aspects of being part of such a storied organization. Media coverage is relentless, with analysts, bloggers, and podcasters dissecting every throw from practice, every comment in interviews, and every social media post, magnifying the pressure on a player navigating a new environment. The narrative surrounding Huntley is no longer just about athletic performance. It is about adaptation, perception, and the delicate balance between personal ambition and organizational identity. In this context, every action Huntley takes, from training regimens to public appearances, contributes to an evolving story that has captured the imagination of fans and pundits alike, making his signing a focal point of NFL discourse. Amid the whirlwind of speculation, some voices are already projecting potential outcomes for Huntley and the Steelers, ranging from breakout seasons to learning curves that may challenge both player and team. The debate often centers on whether Huntley's strengths, mobility, arm talent, and playmaking creativity can outweigh historical inconsistencies and the pressures inherent in leading a high-profile franchise. Comparisons to other quarterbacks who have experienced career rejuvenations in new cities abound, fueling hope that Pittsburgh could be the ideal environment for Huntley to thrive. Analysts are also examining the broader strategic implications for the Steelers, questioning how this signing affects draft plans, free agent strategies, and long-term quarterback development. The media frenzy has, in turn, amplified fan engagement as forums, comment sections, and fan groups buzz with theories, predictions, and anecdotes about past performances, creating a living, breathing narrative around Huntley's future. Every practice update, every preseason game, every minor interview now carries weight, feeding into the larger story of whether Huntley can transform potential into tangible results. The excitement, uncertainty, and sheer unpredictability make this move one of the most talked-about developments of the NFL season, blending elements of suspense, drama, and speculation into a saga that will unfold in real time for fans across the country. As Huntley steps onto the Steelers' practice field for the first time in full gear, the whispers surrounding his performance intensify, and speculation about his potential impact spreads like wildfire among fans and analysts alike. Observers note that his timing with the receivers, his footwork in the pocket, and his decision-making under simulated game pressure are under microscopic scrutiny, as coaches are rumored to be evaluating not only physical ability, but also mental acuity and leadership potential. Inside sources suggest that offensive meetings have become more dynamic, with Huntley actively participating in route adjustments, audibles, and situational strategies, signaling a willingness to embrace a system that demands both adaptability and intelligence. Rumors hint at informal challenges set up by veteran players, pushing Huntley to make high-pressure throws and read complex defensive schemes, while coaching staff track every performance metric to ensure that progress is quantifiable and measurable. The Steelers' fan base, ever vigilant and opinionated, is already theorizing about possible starting scenarios, imagining how Huntley might handle primetime games, divisional rivalries, and playoff intensity. Meanwhile, social media chatter amplifies every highlight, critique, and training anecdote, creating a feedback loop that heightens the narrative tension. Each day, each practice rep, each interaction builds the story, transforming a simple signing into a high-stakes drama where potential, expectation, and uncertainty collide in a spectacle of NFL storytelling. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Industry insiders are speculating about how Huntley's arrival could affect the Steelers' long-term quarterback plans, especially considering previous investments in younger talent and draft picks. Some argue that Huntley could serve as a bridge quarterback, providing stability while the franchise grooms a successor, while others suggest that his presence might spark a competition that raises performance standards across the roster. Rumors swirl regarding how coaches plan to integrate Huntley into the playbook, balancing conventional schemes with innovative wrinkles designed to exploit his unique skills, potentially reshaping the offensive identity in ways that could surprise even rival defenses. Analysts point to the psychological dimension, emphasizing that confidence, resilience, and adaptability will be as crucial as raw talent, especially given the intense scrutiny that comes with wearing the Steelers uniform. Fans debate endlessly about how Huntley's mobility and arm strength might transform red zone efficiency, third down conversions, and deep ball opportunities, speculating on potential highlight reel moments that could define his tenure. Beyond the field, questions about team chemistry, locker room dynamics, and leadership influence emerge, hinting that success will depend on intangible factors as much as physical execution. In the midst of this speculation, one thing is clear. Huntley's signing is not just a personnel decision, but a narrative catalyst, generating storylines that will dominate conversations for months to come. The media landscape surrounding Huntley's signing is already saturated with opinion, conjecture, and analysis, creating an ecosystem in which every throw, every audible, and every practice session is dissected and debated in real time. Rumors suggest that ESPN analysts, NFL Network commentators, and popular podcast hosts are actively monitoring insider reports, attempting to forecast the trajectory of a quarterback whose career has previously oscillated between brilliance and inconsistency. Some columnists speculate that Pittsburgh's coaching staff has identified hidden traits in Huntley, such as clutch decision-making under pressure or improvisational creativity, which might have been underutilized in Miami's system. Meanwhile, fans on platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and dedicated fan forums exchange theories, post highlight clips, and debate scenarios, amplifying the narrative and increasing public pressure on both Huntley and the organization. Sources hint at private discussions within the Steelers' front office about contingency plans, should Huntley struggle to adapt quickly, emphasizing the calculated risk inherent in this signing. Despite uncertainty, there is a palpable sense of anticipation, a narrative tension that fuels speculation, shapes fan expectations, and ensures that Huntley's performance will be scrutinized through a magnifying lens. Every practice, interview, and preseason snap becomes a potential headline, reinforcing the notion that this move has elevated Huntley from a former Dolphins quarterback to a central figure in the unfolding drama of the NFL season. Rumors surrounding Huntley also touch on his off-field presence, suggesting that interactions with teammates, engagement with local media, and participation in community events are closely watched indicators of leadership potential and integration into Pittsburgh culture. Some insiders hint that the coaching staff is using team-building exercises to observe Huntley's ability to inspire trust, foster camaraderie, and handle interpersonal dynamics in high-pressure situations. Analysts speculate that these off-field factors could be just as critical as his throwing mechanics, route anticipation, and mobility, particularly in a franchise where legacy, identity, and cultural fit carry substantial weight. Fans debate endlessly over whether Huntley can embrace the Steelers' ethos while maintaining his own competitive edge, generating a dialogue that extends beyond X's and O's into character assessment and narrative expectation. Rumors suggest that mentorship from veteran players could accelerate Huntley's adjustment period, providing guidance in practice habits, game preparation, and media interaction. Meanwhile, analysts highlight the potential for Huntley to influence younger players, either through example, leadership, or a visible work ethic, shaping team culture in subtle yet meaningful ways. The convergence of performance, perception, and adaptation ensures that Huntley's journey is observed not just as a series of plays on the field, but as an evolving story of identity, expectation, and transformation within one of the NFL's most storied franchises. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.